Yeah.
Has it been a year?
It wasn't last year. You returned the favor to it, man.
Oh yeah, it was earlier in the year. Time flies,
No doubt.
Back in the building. One thing I think was dope about you, dog, is the noise you've been making as an MC and a producer.
Appreciate it.
Right now, you got two joints. Of course, T.I. Flexin and Flexin,
no doubt.
produced by you. You're on the joint.
Yeah, man.
So, Tip gets out of jail. How does it automatic? How did you get that record with him?
Man, he reached out to my folks, Shot Money, you know what I'm saying, just on the producer, you know, looking for beats. And I was like, yeah, man, I got 2 records. Because at the time, I was getting ready to go on the road. I was still working on my album. So it's like I hadn't been producing as much for other artists. But I sent him 2 tracks, man, and he picked the Holding out, you know, the I'm Flexing. Because, I mean, it had a vintage vibe, and I think when he heard it, he knew exactly where I was trying to go with it as well. And it just worked out, man.
That was a quick turnaround time.
It worked out, man. It was like, I didn't expect it to, you know.
I mean, how fast did it happen? He got out?
I mean, he got out, you know, he got the record probably like 2-3 days later. It was like, yo, come through. You know, we want you to sit in on the mix process.
Right.
And that was it.
And the word is the video's coming out, isn't it?
Yeah. I know some of y'all might have seen it behind the scenes. It's gonna be crazy though.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know.
On top of that, you just got this Luda record just came out the other day.
Yeah.
With you, and you produced it.
No, I didn't produce it. I can't think of the name right now. B Mike, I want to say, but I didn't produce it. I'm just featured on it though.
Featured on it.
Yeah.
Of course, you guys are label mates as well.
No doubt.
He's currently signed to Def Jam Recordings.
Yep.
Talk about that situation, man. I think, you know, you're known in the industry. You know, people that in the biz know Big K.R.I.T for your skills as a rapper and the talents as a producer. But for the masses who may not just know you just right now, you're still waiting for that joint to take off to put you in that level. How did that situation come up with you and Def Jam?
I mean, realistically, it started back in the beginning of 2010. I signed with Cinematic Music Group. I dropped 3 videos with Creative Control. GFC Steve-O was doing my marketing, and we dropped K.R.I.T was May the 4th. And then after that is when Shot Money reached out because he saw the buzz just as far as the streets and on the independent level, the cinematic and the blog sites, and reached out like, y'all want to be a part of this movement. And we really believe in the music. And so we signed with Def Jam. And ever since then, it's just been me as an artist. I know I'm signed to a major, but still thinking independently and being real, like as far as motivated to go out there and put my music out there in the streets and still be, you know, hand to hand with the CDs. And then we went on tour with Wake and Bake with Wiz. And then that was crazy because it put me in front of a whole new fan base. And then Currency, you know, and Smoke Does and me went on Smoke's Club tour. Then I dropped Return Forever in March, and we came back here and did Return Forever too. So it's been like it's been one of the things where I want to prove myself, like yo, and then build the support up from all the people that have, you know, got K.R.I.T was here, just to show them that I'm just not a fluke, you know, that I can make a cohesive album, you know, kind of build up their confidence to go to the store and buy it. So that's really what all this has been about.
Right. Now a lot of the music you've been putting out, man, you got a lot of soul and feel in your music.
Appreciate it, bro.
What does it look like for something for radio? You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes that doesn't translate all the way. Are you looking to come out with something more in that clubby feel, or how do you approach that?
I'm just gonna really keep doing me. I mean, I was told that the record, you know, Country Shit, you know, was a regional record. And it dropped last year, May 2010.
Right.
And it's like we kept pushing the record, we kept doing shows. Ludacris, Bun B jumped on it, and then it became my single. And it was still me being myself. And then we got nominated for a BET Award for it. And so now I'm not really down to compromise. The new song I got is Money on the Floor, featuring 8-Ball and MJG and 2 Chainz.
Known to the strippers?
Yeah, definitely to this.
A little something small.
I definitely have to show love for them. You know,
of course.
No doubt.
One single at a time.
One single at a time. One dance at a time. No doubt.
Champagne rooms going down.
Let's go.
Hey, so you from South? You from Mississippi, man?
Yeah, man. Meridian, Mississippi, in fact.
Now, of course, everybody knows David Banner.
Yeah.
That's the homie, ain't it?
That's my big brother, man. He really is a mentor. And he just, aside from music, you know, will hit me up on some inspirational, you know, stuff, and then tell me about business and just how to handle myself in situations, contraction and things like that.
Have you guys worked together?
Worked together? Yeah, I got a record with him on Return of Fellow. Oh, Sticky now, you heard it. Uh-oh. He heard it. He heard it. I know he heard this song.
I already got the project on my iPod.
I know, man. I know you talked about the song the last time.
I know that. I know, man. So, any questions in the crowd?
Hey.
I mean, with all the Southern hip hop.
Work with Outkast as a whole would be dope. To be able to do a song with Bobby Womack would be crazy. Al Green. To be able to do a song with Coldplay as a group, and then Chris Martin would be dope. Del Cal for Cutie. Man, I would like for Esmeralda Spalding to play on one of my records. That'd be dope. CeeLo Green.
You sound like you probably got records in the can just for them.
Man, not yet. But you know, hopefully there's CDs, you know, interviews, and then be like, yeah, I want to work with KRIT. And then when I get that call, I'll start.
You get the call.
Yeah.
And just link it back. Just start it right here.
No doubt.
Any other questions in the crowd? My man in the back.
How long did it take you to get on?
Ooh, man, I started rapping in like as far as on the streets, corners, 1999. I dropped my first official project in my city in 2004. I moved to Atlanta in 2005, and we just now, you know, about to put out a debut album with a label next year. So it wasn't overnight, you know what I'm saying, but it was a blessing that it took this long because the journey I've been through as far as a musician and a producer, like I understand more of where I'm trying to go with my music. It's not so many punchlines and similes as far as me rapping about what's really going on in my surroundings.
Takes time. Not
No doubt.
just coming out with a fresh mix with the radio.
See, it's so appreciate you asking me first, though. I was gonna play like I didn't know what you was talking about.
Right. Until the project drops. Right.
I wasn't gonna.
So the debut album, when we're looking at that coming out.
Oh man,
we talk about that, right? We
can definitely talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
Oh man, Live from the Underground. We'll drop 2012, first quarter, looking at January, prepping everything now. Originally, a lot of people know it's supposed to came out September 27th. I pushed it back because of sample clearances. I realized something, I've given away a lot of free music.
Yeah.
It's cool to sample whatever you want when it's free.
Not when it's on your album.
Oh man, retail is they're not having that. So, you know, reaching out to people as far as sample clearances. There's one feature that I had the opportunity to try to get on the album. Okay. And it's going down, and I will not say who it is, and nobody will figure this out anyway. But it's like, it's amazing. It's an amazing feature. It's crazy.
That's what's up. Largely produced the whole album yourself?
Yeah, I produced the whole album myself.
Do you have other producers like, man, I want to get a track with you and land it on a project?
Probably,
how do you approach that?
Yeah, probably later on, in the next album, but definitely to be able to work with Ninth Wonder, DJ Premier, DJ Tune. To be able to do some work with David Banner as a producer. Right. You know, of course, Timberland, Kanye, you know. It's a lot of other producers too as well.
So the first impression you want to be about you, mainly about you.
Man, it's just
not heavy on the features?
No. And if it is like features, normally I'm really pairing everybody up on a song, one song per se, instead of it being like, you know, 8 songs with features on it.
Different people. Got you. That's coming out top of 2012.
No doubt.
Let them know one more time the name of that album.
Man, Live from the Underground.
Make sure you check that out, man. KRIT, I always appreciate you, man. It's good. This is our second time, man. Yours family here at GCI.
Know, man.
And man, appreciate you all for coming out and kicking it with Big KRIT. So I think right now we're gonna do some pictures. You down for some pictures?
I mean, yes, we down to do some pictures.
She's excited in the back.